The lack of sexual discipline is one of those things that is a big bomb that men do not want to really deal with. The lack of sexual discipline. We should almost have conferences. We should have group chats. We should have groups to talk about the lack of sexual discipline in men. Because when you lack sexual discipline, right, you will start to give money anyhow because you desire to have sex with a woman. You won't even care for our character too much so long as you get some. The lack of sexual discipline, I believe that it steals men's destinies. If you did not procreate with somebody at an early age, you wouldn't be in the system on child support. If you did not, if you were not so ruled by your smaller brain, you would not be in a situation where you're being used for foodie calls. You wouldn't. You would not be taken advantage of because you'd be using your wisdom and knowledge. But we don't have, men are just not learning. They're not learning. And we see this example time and time and time again. You got high profile people like the dating situation, lack of sexual discipline. You got athletes, and sometimes being lied on. But part of sexual discipline is to not be in those environments. Now we got a man like Shannon Sharp. Like, you look at Shannon Sharp, he's supposed to be an elder. It's supposed to be an elder. He's supposed to be an elder. Somebody you look up to. But here you go, he gets caught up in a situation and he's losing his millions of dollars. What a what a bad way to just give money away for what you work for. For a man to get anything in this world, you got to work hard for. And another thing that occurs to men when they lack sexual discipline, when you're young, when you're in your 20s, or maybe even early 30s, you're not doing good financially. When you start to be like from 35 and up, you start to get that money, and then you catch some disease that shortens your life. You've not even lived. There's a struggle component to a man's life. The early days, his early days are struggle. That's why most sugar daddies are older people because he's got money now. Now, if you are undisciplined, you find yourself in a situation, you catch some type of disease, and now you spend your latter years, it's supposed to be your prime financial years, sick, undisciplined. I really wish that we could exercise more discipline because a lot of women are getting, they're finessing men, men that ought to know better, men that do very well in business, men that do very well in business, men that know how to move in the world. But when it comes to a woman, the knees are weak. I really wish we could learn because every time, so how many men, R. Kelly, you know, everybody, Tiger Woods, Bill Cosby. Look, if you're in close proximity to a woman, if we conducted ourselves in a certain way, would avoid a lot of troubles. Now I'm not. I'm only speaking to a few right now. I know that the majority be like, yeah, sure, I hear you, brother, but and I'm not talking about avoiding women or completely together. That I don't talk to women these days. I look the other way. Be reasonable, but the sexual discipline is so important because all it takes, because even if it's consenting, right, they can change their mind on you. So what character of a person is that? An Instagram badge you met online, you know? You see it with a lot of soccer athletes, soccer players. It's the number one thing that they take that they use to get a man's wealth. And the man who worked hard for it, they just come and collect. Said enough. Peace, love, and blessings.